For our listeners, we know that some of today's conversations may have touched on difficult topics surrounding mental health and domestic abuse, and we want to remind you you are not alone. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, call 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Hotline. Your life matters. Similarly, if you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or chat online at thehotline.org for confidential support. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Rinse and Repeat podcast. Turn up the volume. It's time to rinse off the BS and repeat what's real. I'm your host, Marcy Manna, and thank you so much for joining us. From viral hair videos to heartbreak and healing, Kelsie Wieland has lived her life online, and today she is here to tell her side of the story. Welcome, Kelsie, to Rinse and Repeat.
Hi, I'm so excited.
Are you?
I'm so
Are you ready
excited
for this?
I'm ready.
All right,
let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So let's talk about your early TikTok days.
Yeah.
All right. What made you start posting on TikTok?
Honestly, COVID,
I think everybody did, right?
We weren't allowed to do hair, so
Yeah.
everybody was downloading, and I really did not want to download the TikTok app.
Yeah.
But once I did, it was like I just started posting hair videos and clothing videos, and they started getting some traction and popping off, and that's kind of where it all started and came from.
Yeah. Did you start it for fun, or did you kind of see it like at that time just because it was such a weird time? I mean, that was such a weird time for us as stylists.
Yeah.
Did you see it for fun or more as like a creative outlet at
Just
the
a
time?
creative outlet. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you nervous about posting for the first time? Or were you like, fuck it, let's do it?
Fuck it. Let's get into it. Yeah, let's do it. What do you have to lose?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, who were you watching and who were your inspirations at that time?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. There were so many people.
I feel like that was when kind of everybody was.
It was a lot of
joining
dancing.
that. Yeah, it was a lot of dancing.
I did a lot of dancing videos, and then it slowly started getting into more hair videos, but it was just mostly all those dancers.
Yeah, because how old were you back then when you first started posting?
I think I was 22.
Yeah.
21,
So it's like, it was just fun. It was just something like a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And then who were you back then? Like, who was Kelsie back then?
Lost.
Yeah.
Lost.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea what was coming.
Just trying to figure your life out.
Just trying to figure it out. Yeah. Dealing with COVID, had to move back down to home to financially support. And then that's when I started posting more hair stuff. And that's what picked up back into, getting way more on TikTok.
Did you ever back then imagine that it would turn into basically like what it has today?
No, it's crazy. It's crazy.
What was your first viral moment?
I posted a video to, I think it was the Morgan Wallen 7 Summers song, and it was like hairstylist of the week outfits I would wear every day as a hairstylist.
Okay.
And I remember being at work, and it just kept gaining, it was at 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. And then it got up to almost 1 million views, and I was like,
wow.
That is crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Crazy.
So how did that change things for you when that happened?
I feel like I noticed that a lot of people liked to see what hairstylists wear in a salon and what they like to do.
Yeah, that is a really popular thing.
Yes.
People look to us, I think, for fashion too.
Absolutely.
I always argue that with my husband because he gets mad at how much money I spend on clothes. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. It's our uniform, and it's how we get clients. It's how we look is really important. We're in the beauty industry.
And if people don't like the way that I look online, then why would they come in and book an appointment?
Exactly.
With me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why do you think that one in particular blew up? Just because it was kind of like fashion and, everybody kind of had an interest in that?
Yep. And all the black clothing, we wear a lot of black.
Yeah. So after you went viral, did people that did they start treating you differently at all?
No, not really. No, my friends have always been solid and the best, but.
How did they react though when you went viral? Were they like, what the heck happened?
What the heck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah. Did you feel pressure, after that kind of to keep it going or stay relative or?
No, I feel like I just kind of started to figure out what people liked to see video wise and kind of rolled with it. I feel that people love watching people try on clothes, get their hair done, do their makeup,
Yeah.
go shopping. People love watching people go shop and spend
Yeah.
money. People
Yeah.
love watching other people like get their hair done and spend money. And so
Yeah.
that's what I felt like my little niche was.
Yeah,
and
for
just
sure.
ran with it
I mean,
for
'cause
years.
I would definitely say, one of the things I do love about you is, yes, you're a hairstylist, but you have very like lifestyle content,
A lot.
I would say.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you say, a little bit of everything, really. And I think that is, it kind of sucks you in. It's like really engaging. Let's go a little more now into, you opened up early about mental health, right? And being in an abusive relationship. What kind of pushed you to share that side of your life?
I feel like during the time that I was going through, there was also a lot of like family stuff going on. And I honestly feel like I didn't have a great support system.
Yeah.
And I know that there's people online that have had my back for a long time.
Yeah.
And I will say, going out and posting about a lot of the vulnerable things, I've had so many people reach out to me
Yeah.
and say that I got out of this abusive relationship because of I saw that you could do it and I did it too. And that is what
they
keeps
they
me going.
become like your support,
Yes, 100%.
especially with that. Do you feel that was kind of like healing then for you to be able to
Yes.
post that in a sense and get it out almost and talk about it?
Yes.
Because if I remember correctly, like, didn't you also have like, how's your relationship with your mom?
Well, that also kind of, I feel like the relationship I was in played a really big part in that, unfortunately, and kind of ruined because that's what they like to do is like isolate you.
Yeah, for sure.
And I also
turn
feel
everybody
like
against you too.
he didn't really understand the social media side. And when you're with somebody that doesn't understand what you do, they don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't get that's one of your outlets and that's how you're making money and that's how you're like just dealing with and processing things. They just don't understand. So it caused a lot of like tension in the relationship and a lot of animosity, I feel like, on his side because he could see that I was doing so well with it. And it was tough. It was tough for sure.
Did anybody in your family or anybody like really close to you be like, why are you sharing that online kind of thing? Or
of course.
Did they understand?
Of course, yeah. So they're like, some things, I'm sure some I could have kept a little bit more private too. I didn't share everything, by the way. There's a lot I did not share, but I felt like I had to get it out there because so many people too were starting to make up assumptions.
Yes.
And one thing I'm not going to do is like have a lie out there.
So what was like the one thing do you think that made you be like, I'm going to post this anyways?
Well,
was it like, did you feel like you had to defend yourself?
I had to defend myself for sure, 100%, because there's just other sides of stories coming out, and I was just like, nope, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Looking back, was it a way, do you think, to connect to like with your audience, or was it more of like kind of like a cry for help, like inside?
A cry for help.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I mean, tell me about that, because what really like, having all of those emotions, not really having support, like what was that then posting doing for you? Were you getting a lot of comments of like people being supportive in a sense to you?
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like he had drugged me away from my family and stuff. And obviously your family's going to be there for you no matter what. So like the relationship that my mom and I have now have been so much better working on things without that factor that was toxic.
How did your audience respond like at first? Did it make you feel like you were empowered by doing that, or did you feel a little like exposed in a sense?
I feel like it helped me get through it and process it a lot. Yeah.
I mean, it definitely can. What were some of the messages or things positive that people would say to you?
I just about the whole situation in general. I mean, it's mostly just the same people just going through and being like the same thing that I was just going through.
That's what I was just going to ask. Did people reach out and be like, oh my gosh, I am going through this and
I don't know how to do it.
even have them be a cry for help to you because
Yes.
now they know that somebody else is dealing with something like that in a similar way.
Yeah.
Were there comments that stuck with you, like either good or bad? Were there any that really kind of...
There was a couple bad. Again, like I said, I didn't share everything, but the ones that were bad, of course, were like, why would you share something like this? How could you, like, your kid's gonna see this one day? And I'm like, obviously my kid's gonna see it one day.
Right.
I'm a social media, like, there's a presence out there. He's probably going to see it.
Yeah.
I did eventually take down everything that I had posted because I feel like I got out what I needed to get out.
Yeah.
But I also want the best for him, and I want him to get better, and I want him to be there for his son and like get through, just be a little bit more peaceful with everything.
Did it ever at any point feel like it was too much, like people all of a sudden suddenly knew too much or anything like that?
There was a lot more I could have.
Oh, good.
I could have, but I didn't, and I don't know if I'll share anymore, but yeah.
Well, you know, it is it's a sticky situation. I mean, just from what you have shared about it and, you know, all of the things. And I know that like he was in rehab, right? For what, is he still, or is he good?
No,
how is
he's
that
out.
Going? That's
he's
good.
out. He's been good. We've been trying to be
like co-parenting.
Co-parenting.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're both new. We're both so new to this. Like, we just have to figure it out for Kyson.
For sure, yeah. How did you guys meet, by the way? Like, how did that relationship
So one of my good
start?
girlfriends that I work with, she's in the station next to me. She is married to his best friend. And so I just kept saying like, well, if he ever like is single or whatever, and it works out, it worked out, and we hung out one night, and then the rest was pretty much history after that. We were together for 4.5 years, like a while.
Yeah, that was a long time. What kind of drew you to him at first? Was he like charming? Was it his lifestyle, confidence, like all the things?
Of course, that's how it starts.
Yes, it is. Yes. Was there an instant spark?
I feel like yes, I did. I especially after I had Kyson, seeing him be a dad, and that's one thing I will never say was that he was a bad dad. Did he make bad decisions?
Yeah.
Yes, that happened. But he was never a bad dad. And I feel like that's why I feel like he can still, we have the potential to be a good co-parenting system together. Yeah,
definitely. For sure. Was sharing that relationship online part of your kind of like creator rhythm, or was it something deeper, do you think?
I feel like he really didn't want to be on social media at all.
He seems a little uncomfortable sometimes when you know what I mean? You would be like just in the kitchen or something, and you'd be like in the background,
and
just
I tried
awkwardly.
to respect it for the longest time. And then when he was starting to go through it with his work, I was like, well, I'm so more than willing to help you try to build something up for yourself too.
Yeah.
And I tried, and I just don't feel like he was as motivated into the influencing type stuff.
It's hard work though, man.
And
that is
people want to sit and say it's not hard work. It's hard work.
No, it's so hard. It's exhausting.
You just put your phone up and film your silly little videos, and I'm like, okay, edit one.
Yeah.
Edit one.
I know.
See how it goes.
It's tough. Does it feel like content at that point, or does it kind of feel like it is your real life? Like when you're
It depends on the day.
Yeah.
It depends on the day. Yeah.
Like even like, you know, like I said, those moments in the kitchen or those moments like in your house, you know, is it just like you're just living your life and you're like, hey, let's do a video really quick? I'm sure my audience would like to see this, or
Yeah.
Were you both comfortable like being online together? Like at least like I know he wasn't comfortable being in front of the camera, but it did seem like he was really supportive of, you know what I mean? As long as like you did a video with him.
Yeah. Did it all.
Did he like the attention that
I think he did.
got?
I think he did once obviously his was positive too. And I'm like, oh, so now you kind of see.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Because people did start kind of I mean, and that's like kind of a natural thing too, is that anytime somebody has like a significant other, like whatever, everybody will obviously naturally go and follow them too. Did his page like increase
Oh,
at
yeah.
all? Like with likes and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Is he on social media now? Or
Nope.
no.
Nope. Not
Yeah.
now.
Did you ever feel like you were performing your relationship to the audience,
No.
or everything was
No.
pretty
Yeah.
like legit on that?
Yeah. Very legit.
You know, it's interesting because I feel like the internet like completely loved you too. And when things started going south, how did you decide, okay, I need to share this that's going on?
I just feel like it all happened. There was so much that happened at once, and I was dealing with planning my sister's like wedding and trying to do that, and then also not talking to her because of things that like he had gotten involved with. And so it was just really hard to, I don't know, it was just so hard to keep going
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah. What was the hardest for you, like in order to kind of keep everything under wraps and like not really like talk a whole lot about it? Like obviously it's important that you know, keep what you want hidden. You know, like that, like it's hard to be an influencer and people obviously want to know every single thing. So how do you balance knowing what to share, like, and knowing what not to share?
I think now, especially after everything that I had like gone through the past few months, I would give it a little bit more thought about what I
Yeah.
share, maybe not as detailed,
Yeah.
and because people don't need to know.
Right.
But I definitely think from now on, I'm going to like just take a step back, really think about what I want to post, and just think if I want all of that out there. I just don't
Yeah.
want stuff used
'Cause people
against
are
me.
so judgy, dude. They're
So judgy.
so judgy.
So judgy.
Did you ever post something like on the impulse and then regret it like after?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
What was like one of those
oh, yeah.
posts?
My crash out when we were on vacation and I went live that, maybe I should have, but it was just, I'm in another country, trapped, just found out all this horrible information out. And I felt like I had nobody, didn't know what to do, and maybe went a little and crashed out on live.
Yes. You know, since you brought that up and we're talking about that right now, walk me through that vacation. You know, when you checked his phone, like what what led up to that? Like what happened?
So I booked this trip for us to go to
Yeah.
Turks, and
Yeah.
I was hoping that I was going to get proposed to
Yeah,
on
I
this
think
trip.
that's what kind of everybody thought.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then I could tell after the TikTok I posted in the airport, people were like, something happened on that last flight, like your energy shift. Well, I had found out that he didn't bring the ring on the trip.
Yeah.
And so when I was down there, I was obviously bummed out about that. And I I just started getting ready for dinner, and he was passed out, and I just had one of those lightning bolt like moments where I walked by him and I was like, something's off.
Yeah.
Something's off. And I'm not one to go dig and snoop, but when you get that feeling
Oh
as
yeah.
a girl,
Yeah, you cannot shake that and you have to follow through.
it's just like something came over me, and then I took it and I see it's the same girl that he also, there's just a lot of history there.
Yeah.
And I was like, now I'm trapped in this other country with you and I have nobody, and I just didn't know what to do. So I just
Yeah.
went on live and started.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, it was it because that's your kind of community. You know,
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
point, you're almost looking for like reassurance
Mm-hmm.
or, you know, just like, am I crazy or am I like acting how any normal person would, finding out all of the things, you know, that you did.
And everybody reacts so different. It's hard to
Mm-hmm.
say like that somebody else wouldn't go do that and completely shut down, but like
Right.
I didn't know what to
And
expect.
that was
Like
raw
I just thought I was gonna
emotions.
get engaged, and now
Yeah.
I'm finding.
Yeah, that was like pure raw emotions.
Yeah.
Did you snoop before then, or was that kind of the first time that you were like, I have to do this because of this feeling that I have?
I did snoop, but it was about a year before that, and it was the same thing. And I decided to stay and give another chance because I give a lot of chances and I do have a heart and we have a child together and I care about you.
For sure.
But I let it go, didn't check again. And then it was just like, of course, on that vacation, I got that.
What was the message that like made your stomach just drop instantly?
Message or pictures?
Or was it pictures?
It was pictures.
It was pictures.
And do you know what I did? Do you know what I did with this is going to sound so crazy. Because he was still asleep, so I grabbed it. I open up. I see that there's photos. I might have set one of the photos as his wallpaper background, put his phone back in his hands.
Oh my God.
And he put his phone, or I said, get up, we're going to dinner. Get up right now, we're going to dinner. And we went to dinner, and I said, espresso martini, you can bring me 3 of those. And then he hadn't looked at his phone yet, and I said, what time is it? What time is it? Look at your phone. And he's
Make
like,
him look at it.
He's like, what's on my phone? And I'm like, you tell me, bud.
Oh, that's classic.
You tell me, bud.
That's like confronting without having to even say.
That was a little crazy, I'm not going to lie. That was a little crazy, but I felt like it was valid.
So instantly that night, did you, I assume then at dinner you had some sort of argument. Did you that night go and record then something and let everybody know? Or at what point did you leave?
Leave the vacation?
Yeah. Because didn't you leave like...
Oh, I booked the flights to come home 2 days later.
Yeah.
I didn't give it any time.
So what happened, I guess, like between those 2 days? Were you guys staying together and did you have that conversation?
Yeah, I slept out on the balcony one of the nights. And then the next morning we had just left. So I was like, this is it. This is it. When we get home, pack your bag.
And did he go with you or no? He stayed behind?
See, and that's why I was struggling. I was like, I'm not going to leave you here on this beautiful island
to enjoy
by
when I
yourself
want you to suffer.
That I paid for. No, you're going to go back home and you're going to pack your stuff and you're going to go. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would have done the same thing. I mean, that's a very difficult thing, you know, to decide. So, you know, with all of like the drama that's taking place, like in your life, how do you balance being a mom, a stylist, and somebody like with an audience that literally is watching your every single move?
I'm in fight or flight constantly. I feel like for the last like 5-6 months, I don't stop. I really don't take a break. And I feel like that's kind of why I've backed off a little bit with my social media, like videos and posts and stuff, because I've got Kyson full time and I'm also behind the chair, like partial to full time, and then also filming videos and then brand deals and stuff like that. Like I have a manager that brings in stuff. So it's just like it. And I do thrive when I have a lot of stuff in stressful situations. So I feel like if anything, feel like I've been doing pretty good handling what's been going on the past few months, but it's been fight or flight for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then how would you say your support system is now? Like, are you...
So much better.
Oh, yeah.
So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my mom and I are like this. My sister and I are like this. They've been amazing. They really have. And my friends. Like, I miss my girlfriends.
Yeah.
Because I really was in one of those relationships where it's like, all your friends are annoying and you can't go out. And are you really going to wear that? And I'm like, now I can do whatever I want.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I will say, I've noticed your content, like you are going out and having fun and being around, you know, girlfriends. And
it's a lot to juggle, but I mean, you have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you ever filming a video while literally your world was like falling apart?
Oh, I'm
You're like,
sure.
I do that every day.
Yeah, I do that every day. Actually, in part of my Get Ready With Me today that I was just posting, I mentioned, I was like, it's got some stuff going on, but I don't really want to talk about it right now. Maybe I'll get into it later. But just know some stuff's been going on, and that's why I've been a little MIA this past week, and I apologize, but I feel like people are so understanding.
Yeah.
On there.
I mean, usually they know that there's a human behind there.
Yeah.
And, you know, people,
some,
you know, it's like, again, when you're ready, you know, you can share that in your safe space, hopefully. How do you protect, you know, your peace and like your child's privacy?
I feel like I'm really good about keeping Kyson kind of on the DL. Like he really isn't the main focus of my stuff.
No,
If he
he's
pops
not.
in every now and then, that's great. I'm not hiding him from the internet, but I would love to protect his peace as much as possible. Obviously, he's going to grow up and see things and hear things one day, and that's a conversation we'll have and sit down and talk about.
Yeah.
But we also have a lot of the things we have because I am in this position.
Yeah.
So it's a little tough.
Yeah, definitely. Do you ever get like emotional at work or like behind the chair when you're trying to like juggle everything?
No, I feel like I'm pretty good about.
I think we all are. We're really good
have
about
to be.
like
Leave it in the back. I walk out and I'm like,
and we have to be there for our guests because
I'm there
it's
for
like,
them.
Yeah, we're their therapist and we're their friend and everything, and it's taking in a lot of that. Do you feel like, though, having to listen to all of that and take in, because it's hard sometimes to even like listen to what somebody else is going through, and then you're thinking, woman, shut up, because I have some shit going on
I'm not saying this is a good thing that other people go through stuff, but hearing that I'm not the only one. And like when people sit down in my chair and like start talking about stuff, I'm like, okay, so we all have stuff.
Yeah.
And I love to listen. I love to be, you want to be the best part of their day. So
yeah, definitely. Were your clients then, are they like supportive usually? Do a lot of them know what's going on when they come and see you? Like, do all of them follow you?
They get the DL. They get the DL on everything for sure.
Yeah. Did people ever during that time or even now, like, do they, DM you and, try to reach out or say like, hey, I need help too, or anything like that?
Any of my clients or
just anybody in
just
general?
Anybody in general.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've gotten a few lately. It's so hard to keep up with everything. And I try to be there for as many people as I can and respond. But
do you get a lot of DMs like on the daily?
I've gotten a few, mostly the ones that have just been going through stuff as well that I try to respond to the most. But
What's like the craziest DM you ever got?
I actually had a girl that reached out to me and I did one of those. I don't know if you've seen on my Instagram story where I'm like, tell me something crazy. But she responded to it and was just like, I don't know if I'm going to make it to next year. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, what can I do? And I still check in on her to this day, and we follow each other, and I see she still likes my stuff. And I'm just like, hope that that was just a heavy one that I was like, what do you say?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and just, I'm sure just what you said, is just like being there and being supportive.
Yeah.
People just want somebody to understand. People just want to feel validated, I think. What's the craziest DM that you ever got where you're like, are you kidding me?
There's probably been a lot.
I mean, I can't even imagine because, again, I'm a nobody on TikTok, and I always get the sugar daddy ones.
Sugar daddy ones all the time. And I love to entertain those back and be like, all right, let's get into it. And then they never respond.
I know. I'm like, is this legit? Because if it is,
like, I'll send you my underwear right now. What do you want? How much you want for them?
And they don't, they're not real?
And then they don't.
Well, dang it. Now I know that not to actually respond, because some of those I'm like, hey, send me the money.
Yeah, send me it. Let's go.
They're like, the holidays are coming up. Do you want a sugar daddy? Yes, I do. I definitely do. Did anybody like from his circle message you or reach out?
I have gotten very, very, very close with his brother's girlfriend, because she's kind of been behind the scenes and she has been amazing and helped support because she just gets it. She's with his brother, like they're kind of similar in ways. And I feel like we've just connected so much on the stuff that we've been through trauma wise. And I honestly cannot thank her enough for being there for me, like whenever I need.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are pretty close then
we are.
now?
Yeah. And they got a bunch of kids. So Kyson gets to go see his cousins all the time, which is great. Yeah.
That is fantastic. Do you think that there were people ever at any time like trying to use you for clout?
No.
That's good.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Did anybody like that you admire reach out to you at all, like privately, while you were going through any of that?
I don't think so, but I know everybody's so busy with stuff that they have going on, and um, I'm not. I see them like my stuff, and I know they care, but
Who's like somebody that you look up to in our industry that you follow?
I love Devin.
Yes.
Devin, I'm obsessed with her. I just
Yes.
admire her. She works so hard. She is a mom and kills it, and I am in love with her. I love her so much.
Does she ever DM you, or do you guys
We've
like
talked,
talk?
yeah, we've done a couple Redken like shows together and whatnot, and those were a ton of fun too. But
Yeah.
she's just such an inspiration to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I mean, all of them.
I know.
All of
I
them.
know. I'm like floored away by
I love Meg.
everybody.
I love Lexi. I love
Yeah.
Stu.
Yeah.
I love all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. There's a ton of like very talented people
And
in
I
the
feel like we're all
industry.
close and we have such a good
I know.
like little community.
I know, because the hair world is like,
And
it's
people
kinda
eat us
small.
alive.
I know.
So
they
we have
do.
to stick together because
I know.
they eat us alive
They
online.
do. Our industry is like high and under attack about every single
Yes.
thing, like pricing, how we look, what we say, how we feel, every single thing. It's like actually insane right now. It's like
how we
at the
look
peak.
for sure. Oh my gosh, you're too fat. You're too skinny. I liked you better when you were thicker.
Yeah.
I liked you better before you had a baby. I like the craziest things.
I mean,
Or I'll
exactly.
post a video like day in the life, and I remember I posted one where I looked like garbage, but I'm like, and people, I would never come into a stylist if she looks like this. Good, then don't.
Yeah,
then don't
and it's
come
my
into
day
me.
off. Leave me alone.
Like you leave me alone.
It's easy for the internet to kind of forget that there is a real person behind the post. Like, what do you wish that people understood about that time in general with you?
I mean, I just really try not to let it get to me like it used to. And honestly, I don't let it bother me anymore. If anything, I'll be hung up on something someone says for a couple days, and then I'm
Yeah.
like over
Over
it.
it.
Over
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've dealt with it for what, 6 years at this point. Like
Yeah, you're just kind of like
I've
forming
built
a
up such a
shell,
wall.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
getting used to it.
And honestly, I've kind of like played into the hate a little bit too, and I've definitely turned a couple of those into now friends.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love it.
Yeah, yeah. Has anybody ever apologized like for judging you, and maybe they got to know you and they're like, "Oh wow, you're actually not
No.
what I thought at all."
No.
No.
No. I don't think they want to come in or anything.
What's the most like misunderstood part of your story, do you think?
I think people probably think I'm insane sometimes, and
don't
I
think
think
so.
they think I share way too much, but I think they also don't know that there's a lot that I do keep private and I do keep behind closed
Yeah.
doors, and I'm not sharing everything. If I
Yeah.
did, like,
Yeah.
you can't. I'm sharing
Yeah.
60 seconds to 10 minutes of my life.
Right.
Like, it's really not
Right.
anything significant in my day. You have no idea what goes on in my day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does seem like, I mean, you really have kind of taken time to process and heal and,
Trying.
like you're doing, is it Pilates that you do? Is
Love
that what
it.
I know.
Love
I've
it.
always wanted to get into Pilates.
Get into it.
I
It's
know.
so fun.
I know. It looks hard though.
It'll
I'm not
kick
going to lie.
your butt. It'll kick your butt.
Yeah.
But it's like that 45 minutes that I just don't have to think about answering my phone, answering
Yeah.
a DM, like
Yeah.
thinking about, I just get to think about how much pain I'm in for 45 minutes.
Yeah. And it's good.
And you have to do that as a mom and
yes.
you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, because it clears your head mentally. I mean, you never walk away from a workout and be like, well, that's the worst thing I've ever
No,
done today.
I love it. I love it. But I feel like that is one of the things where people are like, oh, you're going and doing this, but you're not spending time with your kid. It's just always
For God's
something.
sakes, yeah.
It's like I can't do anything for myself without
Yeah.
being criticized for it.
Yeah, that's just so terrible. Do you think that moving forward that you're going to share your future relationships online?
I don't know. I'm so nervous. Like, I kind of want to be that girl that is like, oh yeah, I'm married.
Yeah.
Bye. Now I have a ring. Now I'll post you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Oh, don't blame you at all. Are you on like dating apps or?
I was, and they're not it. They're not it. But
I don't think
I feel like I
could
want to
do that.
meet someone like a natural,
For sure.
organic setting.
I've never even gotten into the hype of the dating app. I
You've
mean,
been
I'm
dabbling?
married, but like, I just feel like it's just such a weird thing.
It's
like,
so
like
weird.
you're like online shopping.
And now I'm getting to that point where it's like, people do have baggage. Like,
Yeah.
that I have to check and make sure you don't have a ring on your finger. Like,
for sure, yeah.
do you have kids? Like,
Yeah.
do you care that I have a kid? Like,
Yeah. Yep.
it's scary.
It is. It's a lot of things.
It's really scary.
Yeah. And then, you kind of are at that age where it's kind of, because I always joked about this too, where it's like, if they're not married or don't have a kid, it's like, well, what's wrong with you? But then if you do have one and you're divorced, it's like, well, what's wrong with
Yeah.
you? So it's just
Yep.
really just what is
Yep.
wrong with you? Has anyone hot or cool slid into your DMs?
There's been a few, but there might be one that I've been a little interested in lately.
Yeah.
And he kind of is also in, I'm not going to give away too much, but
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
service like type of industry. And I feel like
Okay.
he gets it. He understands. We both have clientels. We both
Yeah.
work our butts off. Like,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of refreshing knowing that someone is in an industry where it's like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to get off at 6, 7, 8, or 9 o'clock tonight
Right.
because I don't know if my last one's a gloss or a full highlight
Right.
root tone extension install.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, I do
Yeah.
know that because
Yep.
I've seen that several times of people who, especially again, if you're in that kind of a relationship, a controlling one or whatever, of what time are you going to be home? And it's like, I don't know. I
don't
will be
know.
home when I get home. Because like
Yeah.
you say, you don't really know what everybody's going
And I
to be
don't want
getting
someone
done.
thinking I'm up to no good because I'm coming home later than what I said. And no, it's like they get it because they're doing the same thing
Yeah.
too.
I'm sure that's very helpful. Do you
Yes.
feel like this experience has kind of like changed your boundaries for yourself?
Definitely. Definitely.
Would you ever do like a soft launch or would you keep it like 100% private at this point?
I think I would soft launch it.
Yeah.
But I also like want to take into account Kaisen, and
Yes,
I
yes.
am very firm on unless something is getting serious that I wouldn't introduce or cross that
For sure.
yet, but I definitely am open to. I just don't want to be scared of that again.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, I don't
not
wanna be
every
scared.
situation is going to obviously like turn out the same. And like you say, as long as you find somebody that, understands like why you're doing, I mean, it's part of your job.
Or someone that does it too. Like,
Yeah.
like they post, they make videos, they get it. So
Yeah, exactly. What advice would you give like other creators, in the whole dating publicly thing?
oh gosh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait it out. See, it's just tough. See how they treat you with it, because sometimes I feel like a lot of people are uncomfortable with it being on camera, and I really don't want to push someone's boundaries of like posting or not if they're not ready.
Yeah.
And it is tough. It
Yeah.
is a very tough thing to do, being in
Yeah.
a relationship and having a social media presence for
Yeah.
sure.
Do you feel like there like was maybe jealousy there too? Like,
Definitely. And
Yeah.
a lot of it has to do with money.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that is a hard pill
Yeah.
to swallow too.
It is.
When maybe a woman makes more or whatever, brings in more
Yep.
than a man, that definitely is usually like
It's a pride. It
It
hurts.
is.
It hurts.
It's an
It
ego
hurts.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of relationships and men, I want to play a game. So this is
Okay.
Smash or Pass Red Flag Edition. So I'm going to read you a series of dating profiles with a but. So you decide smash, acceptable, or pass, not about that shit. Okay. Okay. So Mike is 32, fitness instructor, kind, brown hair, blue eyes, but Snapchats multiple girlfriends.
Pass. Pass. A fitness influencer lost me.
Yeah.
Fitness instructor lost me.
Yeah, I agree, because
don't
then you feel
know.
like you're in competition with that, and then I have to
They're-
eat protein
they
all
love
day.
themselves.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Yes,
They do.
Okay, so Jake, 28, business owner, super successful, but calls every ex crazy.
did you make them crazy though? Like,
Right.
why are
What did you do?
You
to
seem like
make
the
them-
common denominator here, so I'm gonna have to go with pass on that one too.
Yes, I agree. Tyler, 30, musician, great style, emotional, but ghosts for 3 days when he's overwhelmed.
Smash. Smash, honestly. I don't know. I do that too. Like
I
where
do
I
it
just
too. No, I do it too.
disappear for a little while.
I agree.
Yeah, smash.
And you know what? Good for him for processing his emotions and
Yeah.
just kind of being.
As long as you communicate that and you
Yeah.
take the time you need, sure.
Yes, yes. Okay, Ryan, 35, dad of 2, sweet and loyal, but refuses to post you on social media. That's a red flag.
Yeah, red flag.
Yeah,
For sure.
I agree. Chris, 27, always compliments you, but still follows his ex's mom.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're not. No. That's a no.
not doing
No for me,
that.
dog. Absolutely not.
Nate, 31, athlete, but flirts under the disguise of networking. I don't know what that says. Is it disguise? Okay, let me rephrase that one. Okay. Nate, 31, athlete, but flirts under the disguise of networking. Saying that he's networking. For
Is
that.
he?
I know.
Like, is he though?
Yeah.
I don't believe that. No.
I don't either.
No, not for, nope.
What's your type now?
I really don't have one. I feel like
Really?
I'm just attracted to personality
Yeah.
for sure. And I mean, looks are a plus for sure. But I love the artistic, like creative outlets. I like someone that does care about staying healthy and staying in shape and working really hard. Have to have a good work ethic. But yeah, I'm not going back to no.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Nothing.
nothing. Just somebody who treats you right.
Somebody who treats you right,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are your immediate red flags? Like when you're like, nope, not doing it.
If they're too into their mom. If mommy is too much of a problem,
That must have happened or something because
it did.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
When they're
'cause
still latched and they're still nursing, I can't be having that.
Yeah. That's what I refer to as a titty baby. And I say that.
Titty baby.
That is what I say all the time.
I can't do it.
Nope.
It's just, it makes me, ugh.
Yeah. That is an ick for me for sure. What's a green flag for you that kind of is your thing?
Just with like anything
Yeah.
or
Yeah. What would be your green flag kind of guy?
one that communicates a lot.
Communication. Yeah. Is
It's
big.
a huge one. Communicates his emotions, how he feels. I think it's totally okay for a guy to have feelings and emotions, but as long as like everybody can deal with and process them, I think it's a green flag if a guy takes care of his mental health and wants to better himself and is like working and trying, because we all are.
Yeah.
But I feel like they just, again, it's that ego and complex where they feel like they have to be a man and don't need the help.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's really hot if you do want to go help yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely. So you don't really feel like you have a type though?
No.
No. Did clients ever bring up your personal life, like when they come to you? Do they ever?
Oh, yeah.
All the time?
Oh, yeah. They're like, so what's going on?
Is it kind of exhausting though to like keep saying the same thing over and over again
was
and like
for a
reliving
little.
it, you know, like
It
all
was
the
for a
time?
little, but I feel like it also helps me, like, because my clients are such good friends of mine. They've become amazing over the last several years, that I feel like we both have things to talk about, and the fact that they are genuinely concerned. Or the one TikTok I had posted, for example, of like, what's it like to get flowers? I had 2 clients bring me in flowers that week, and I'm like, see,
I know. They
see,
care.
this is why I do
Yeah.
this. You care.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. How did you kind of like recharge or find space to just kind of be yourself?
With all of this, I don't know if I have.
Really? You're still kind of figuring it out?
I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
I'm still going through it.
Yeah.
It ebbs and flows. I have days where I'm really good, and I have days where I'm like, I don't want to do this. But if I did not have my son,
he keeps you going.
I do not think I would like be here right now at all. Yeah.
What do you kind of tune into when you are having like those bad days? Like, what is like your go-to for your own therapy, if you will? Like,
I just have to take a day for myself. Honestly, going into work really helps me just get through things. I feel like I have to stay busy. I do thrive under pressure, and I love going in and seeing everyone because I do love all my clients so much. And making sure I'm still doing those things for myself, like going and working out and going and hanging out with my friends has been one of the best things for me to do.
Yeah. Have you ever gone through like a hermit phase where you weren't able to do those things?
I sometimes do, and it gets a little sticky sometimes because then I fall off the face of the earth for a little bit and just kind of just go F off, and it's probably not the healthiest thing to do, but I am trying to work on that. So
yeah. How do you handle like the mean comments that you get?
It depends how mean. So
I've seen you clap back a couple times.
It depends on my mood. I think it depends on the phase and the cycle I'm in.
Yep.
But sometimes, like, for example, the whole dog stuff that I had going on.
I know that was
that was something I felt like I really had to post about because people were going to find out eventually, and I didn't want people to think that I was hiding anything.
Right.
And those comments, I mean, did get to me for a couple days, and I feel like when stuff gets bad like that, I really just kind of have to take a step back, process it, and then I'm okay after a couple days because I realize they are just comments. But how much worse would it have been if I didn't post about it and I did hide the whole thing? Or then they're gonna think I'm up to no. I just like, I feel like there's never a right answer.
No, I mean really, there's not, because again, everybody has an opinion on something, but that was like,
it was all like,
oh my
boom,
God. And
boom,
it was,
boom,
it
boom,
really
like,
was. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff happening there. I mean, really, like you've had a very just challenging year, I would say.
Yeah.
Like with a lot of things going on. But, you've been really open about like, working out and healing and kind of reinventing yourself. Like what's been the biggest motivator to stay consistent with that for you?
My son.
Yeah.
My son, 100%.
I know.
I want him to have
those little squish
everything.
faces get us through a lot of things.
And I would do anything for him. I will hustle. I will do whatever I possibly can to, but if I didn't have him, like, I really don't know what I would be doing.
Yeah. Yeah. What's one thing that you're proud of that the internet doesn't see?
I think I'm really proud of being a mom.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of how far I've come in my career. Like, I was just saying earlier on when I was getting ready that if I could go back and like talk to my 17-year-old self that just started doing hair, I think she would die inside. Yeah. Like, what do you mean you have 600 and something thousand followers and Redken's taking you on a couple trips and you've gotten these crazy deals, and it's just like, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of it starts from you posting TikToks.
And I'm just like a girl in Ohio. Like that's just started posting silly little videos.
So what advice would you give people that maybe are so scared to post and, do those things?
Oh, don't post and act like nobody sees. That's how I feel. I feel like nobody sees it.
Yeah.
Like I know there's a lot of people that see my stuff, but when I'm posting, I don't know. I just try to be myself. And that's one thing that I feel like I've stayed pretty true to, is always being myself. And I do like when my friends come and say, like, I don't feel like you're ever any different from in person than what you are on camera. Like what you see on camera is what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you brought your flute, right?
I did bring my flute.
Okay, so we're going to grab that flute.
Let me put it together. I got to bring it over here.
Where are we at on time?
51 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to wrap up after we do our flute.
Here's your flute, ma'am.
This is so funny.
Incredible.
This I got when I was in 6th grade.
So I actually used to play the flute as well.
Do you want to play too?
Oh my God. I don't know if I would even know how to do it.
It's muscle memory. We've got this.
I know. So is this your flute from when you were a kid?
Yes, and I was so into it. I took private lessons up till like freshman year, and then it started to interfere with cheer.
Oh, yes. And they make you pick, right?
And they make you pick, and I picked cheer.
I did too.
Yeah. You cheered too?
I did.
I love that.
Yeah. Actually, I was a pro cheerleader, not going to lie.
Love it.
Yes. Okay, so what are you going to play for us?
What do you want to hear? Merry Little Lamb or Hot Cross?
Hot Cross. Aren't they the same tune? Aren't they the same?
Yeah, they are. Oh, God. I'm nervous, you guys. You guys got pressure on me.
I know.
All right, we've got this. Okay.
Here we go. A little warm up. You do a little warm up. Yay! Okay, wait. That does sound different than Mary Had a Little Lamb, doesn't it? That is awesome.
That is so funny.
You still got it.
Multi-talented over here. You gotta stay. You gotta keep the people on their toes.
Yeah, you still got it. That is amazing. Well, you've shared so many raw, real moments, and I think that that's why so many people really do connect with you, like on such a deep level. So, what's next for you? Like, what are your goals for 2026?
I don't know. I want to get way back into posting hair videos. I miss it so much.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be. The thing is like when you're posting hair videos, editing hair videos, doing hair 4 to 5 days a week, I get a little burnt out sometimes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's why I don't like to strictly keep myself to just hair.
Yeah.
I like posting, and I don't care about the views as much at this point.
Yeah.
It's like if I felt happy posting something, I'm going to post it.
Yeah.
But I do miss my hair videos. I love the transformation looks. I miss posting. A lot of the stuff that got TikTok kind of going was kind of the rage bait videos where I would post like these absurd prices, and then people in the comments are like, how could you ever charge that much? But then people are DMing me to book an appointment.
Exactly.
So it's like, I would like to get back into teaching some more classes. That's just a lot to figure out and get into. And once I figure all this stuff out with like family and Kyson and whatnot, we'll do that. But I mean, just get back into it.
Yeah. What education classes would be like your dream to teach? Like social medias or?
I've thought about that.
Yeah.
Social media stuff for sure. Definitely like some lived in color, and I love doing extensions.
Yeah.
So that's like my bread and butter jam right there.
Your jam. Yeah. And then what are maybe some of like your personal goals for 2026?
There's probably a lot. There's probably a lot of personal ones. I would like to get to 700,000 followers.
Yeah.
I would like to get my
almost
Instagram
there.
almost there.
Yeah.
I would like to get my Instagram following up, and just keep the ball rolling. Keep it going. Yeah.
Well,
steer away from all the bad juju and just
focus on yourself. Have this
focus on myself.
This year is about you and your growth and really probably going back to your roots. Healing for
sure.
How many times a week are you like in the salon behind the chair now?
I do 4 to 5.
Yeah.
So I do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely do. Are there any specific brands that you want to work with?
I mean, Redken, if you want me back, I'll tell you.
Redken.
Redken, I love you so much. I love Framar. They're amazing. I've been using Matrix. Love them too. Goldwell's awesome. Moroccan. I mean, I'm not like, I don't keep myself just to one thing. I love everything.
Yep. Same.
Like I love it all.
Yep. Same.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank you for being here. I know that we kind of talked about some things that probably were pretty personal, but I very much appreciate you being here. I've been a fan of you for a really long time, probably like you say, during the 2020, I was telling you. You said back
to like the skateboarding videos.
Going to the salon
That's
on your
really
freaking scooter.
Yep.
When you had your split dye hair and like all of the things.
Yes,
I'd be like,
that might come
I
back.
want that hair.
That might come back. Who knows?
I loved it. So yeah, I personally have been following you for a while, but, I just want to say, like, I think it's very admirable that you, are able to still continue to show up for your guests and do all the things and, even silently fighting whatever we're fighting, So I just want to thank you for being here.
Well, I thank you for inviting me. This is crazy.
Yes.
You take my podcast virginity. I love it.
That's awesome. Well, everyone, that is officially another rinse. So go and repeat it where it matters.